Welcome back, pro wrestling fans. Welcome back, IWC. It's your old buddy, the guardian of chaos, Big Daddy. And I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Another episodic YouTube adventure here in the lounge of Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel, on Chaos Corner. Now, if you fans have been paying attention here on the channel, and I know that you have, because 36 or 37,000 of you tuned in last week. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. Big shout out to my moderators, the OTS Tribal Queen, and my brother from another mother, Austin Nance. Always holding it down, keeping it real, and maintaining in the premier chat. So we're here again. The bunker's being worked on. It's under construction. Although the billiards / cigar room, the offices where I lay my head down, those are all empty today. But I decided, since that the Freebirds Von Erich's videos went over so well yesterday, talking about the beginning of the war, the feud, if you will, because I don't like to use that word, of the Freebirds and the Von Erichs, which started in Star Wars, Christmas night of 1982 for World Class Championship Wrestling. Huge response. The shorts, the family fun videos, huge response. We have over 2,000 subscribers. We're right there for 1 million total views. We're having a time of our lives. It's a stress reliever. It's a distraction, although temporary. I'm glad that you guys are here and that we could be here together. Drop an elbow, eye poke, that like button to do something. Email me, inbox me. And today, we're going back to 1988, February to be exact, as we recount the Road Warriors in the Powers of Pain bench press competition. That's what we're doing here today on Chaos Corner. Don't go anywhere. 1 minute, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog for you, the fans. So we're going to turn it on. You can catch this on NWA World Championship Wrestling, and you can watch along. Fast forward right after the Tim Horner match. We go into the Road Warriors with Precious Paul Ellering. The Legion of Doom. Oh, what a rush. In my opinion, the best tag team to ever walk the face of the earth, as they go up against the Warlord and the Barbarian with number 1 Paul Jones. Now, I'm not sure of the location of where that bench press contest took place. I don't know if it was in Greensboro or if it was in Charlotte, or heck, it could have been in Atlanta for all I know. I'm going to try to find that out. I didn't do the research as far as where it was held that night, but we're going to watch the tape. It's going to be Jim Ross. It's going to be Tony Schiavone and yours truly. So let's kick back and relax. No long opening monologue. Again, we're laying in the lounge, the recliner, and this isn't for them, but Raymore and Flanagan, the 102-inch sofa, the recliner, and it's electric. You certainly can't get out of this fast, but man, this is like riding in a Lincoln Continental or the old Cadillacs, and you're just gliding down the road. That's how comfortable. Now you see I got to kick back, right? So enjoy it. Oh, there's Emily in the background, my full-bred Maine Coon. She's not even 8 months yet. Look at her. Beautiful, gorgeous. Emily, say hello to the fans. You were here yesterday as well. She's looking for the rascal, Eli, who's a tuxedo. The most insane cat I've ever had. Well, kitten anyway. He walks the tight wire up there. He's crazy. All right, fans, thanks for being here. Enough of this. Let me get to what I want to do. And again, I appreciate you guys for being here. We're only a few days away from the election. I don't know, it might be a week or less. There's a lot of things going on. Stay mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit. Use your own discernment. Hang with like-minded people. Be careful and be aware out there. The crime is running rampant. The illegal border invasion. What's going on in seas and the wars between Russia and Ukraine, Israel, and the whole Middle East just about. It's only going to get worse. It's supposed to. And if you open up and read, you guys will find that out. Not to be propaganda, but you know what kind of channel I am. Always within reach. If you open up and read, this is all supposed to happen. So don't let this scare you away. This should be drawing you to my channel. Okay? Because if he's for us, no one else can be against us. This is all supposed to happen. And let's not forget what's going on with the environment, the universe, the weather. And that's not being, let me not say it. The last time I talked about the weather, they put a disclaimer on the project. You know YouTube's been having their foot all over my throat on this channel. So we want to keep it going. We want to become too big for them to mess with us. Join up. Being a member. I think it's like the 3 cents a day or what? Not even. Not needed, that's for sure, but absolutely much appreciated. All right, let's get into it. Let's get off the greetings and salutations and everything that I want to talk about. Just be prepared. That's all I can say is keep your head on a swivel. That's a shoot. You guys know I give you a little bit of both here. Chicanery, entertainment, personified, reality, truth, facts, so that when you leave here, you know more and learn something more than when you walked in here. So you can carry on a fucking conversation at the holidays, the pub, the restaurant, the tavern, whether you're being school, the water cooler, your associates, your next event. I want you to be able to hold a conversation and say, I listen to the GOC, Chaos Corner. No better than anyone else. A unique channel here, and we're building our own momentum. Go over to the community page. I left a nice comment for everyone that's just jumped aboard, for all my subscribers, and just think, if the 85% that were unsubscribed subscribed here, this channel would be doing incredible and being more of a distraction. I'm here almost every day. Navigate the playlists. Dinner for Two with my wife. Chaos Corner. The shorts clips here are exploding. Family Fun, it's called. I let you know about me. I'm not hard to find. What you see is what you get here. Isn't that a famous song? Din it, din it, din it, din it. Hooja ha ha ha, din it. Oh, what you see is what you get. I say, oh, what you see is what you get. Now what you see, babe, is what you get now, baby. And be the best thing yet, the best thing yet. Did I hit that high note? What? Too early? Too much? Too soon? Yes, you're on the angled camera. Everybody relax, man. I know it looks like I put 10 pounds. I might have put 25 on me. I got the Pete's coffee as well, so I'm ready. Listen, we're coming up on lunchtime. Grab some lunch. Let me know what you're eating. This will be up in a few hours. Okay, it'll be almost dinner time by then, or at least a mid-afternoon snack. Let me know what you're having for lunch. I haven't had anything yet. All right, let's just stand by, okay? Hello? McFly, I'm talking to you. Okay. Excuse me. They're talking about Barry Windham right now on NWA Worldwide. We don't want any copyrights. We don't want any algorithms going against us. So they actually got a commercial for Spam back in 1988. One of very few. Let's listen to Shivani and Ross, the bench press contest, the Road Warriors, and the Barbarian Warlord.
And his men, $50,000 in a bag, and I was right there at ringside when it happened. It was really a big event.
$50,000 to the winner. Kayfabe or not?
The Greensboro Coliseum was.
It was at the Greensboro Coliseum.
But what happened was a very.
Ross is unbelievable. Perhaps one of the best announcers in the class with Gordon Soley, Lance Russell, and that ilk. Yeah, I said ilk. Here we go. I'm going to let you listen in.
70 pounds.
What are they starting off with? 470?
475.
475. They're loading up the weights. You see Animal, you see Hawk, you see Paul Ellering, Tony Schiavone's talking, Koloff, Warlord, Barbarian, and Paul Jones in the back. Now Animal's on the bench, sitting on the bench. These guys were ripped, jacked, buff, like shredded wheat. Hawk is going to spot the Animal. 475. Put it up like most men would try to put up 2 1/4 if you were in shape. Animal just put up 475 like it was the bar, which weighs 45 pounds. Paul Jones said it looked like he was straining. I don't think so. Barbarian's going first. Talking to the Warlord. 475 on the bench. I've never bench pressed 475 pounds. I don't know about you. Here he goes. Down. Up. Nice and easy, the Barbarian. 475. The most I ever attempted and barely succeeded at was 405. No shirt. Spot, obviously. And yes, this was in the middle 80s, late 80s. And yes, I was taking something that was not illegal at the time. And that would be the juice. Listen, I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly here. Let's watch in. Animal and Hawk conferring back and forth. They started at 475, and Hawk is saying they want to go to 600 pounds right now. Ellering and Jones. Desperate money never wins. Listen to the crowd. Jones wanted to go from 475 to 500 pounds on the bench. Ellering and the Road Warriors want to jump right up to 600 pounds. Oh, and Ellering just bitch slapped Paul Jones. He wants to go to 500. Which is the natural way you probably should do it. But the Road Warriors were so confident and such badasses back then. Everybody's face-to-face down there on the floor. In the arena. And it looks like they're going to go right up to 600 pounds. Holy bejesus. I'm going to let you guys listen in a little bit more on this. Here's Ivan Koloff wearing the USSR red jacket with the hammer and sickle. Now Hawk pumping him up. Ellering pumping him up. Animal getting ready to sit on the bench, going for 600 pounds. This is world record status back then. I think it was 705 with Ted Arcidi. Wait, and there's Koloff out of nowhere, grabs a big box of chalk and dumps it on the Road Warriors, into Hawk's face, into Animal's face, and Barbarian with a big boot, standing boot to the jib of Animal. Warlord pounding down. He grabs Animal, throws Animal face first into the barbells, into the bench, and it goes head over heels. Koloff and Barbarian are using steel chairs to beat down Hawk. Animal is out cold. And now Warlord, Koloff, and Barbarian are triple teaming Hawk. Hawk's in big trouble. Animal's unconscious. Ellering is out as they raise their hands. They never got to the contest. Koloff with the chalk out of nowhere into Animal's face. And then from there was a Pier 6 brawl. And the Warlord is the one who grabbed Animal's head and smashed it right into the bar, which was across the bench with the 600 pounds on it, all steel. Animal is unconscious, is not moving. Schiavone has his head up his ass as usual, doesn't know what to do. The crowd is stunned. Ellering's trying to get to his feet. Some referees and medical personnel are finally there. Other grapplers. animal is busted open, bleeding. Let's go back to Shivani and Ross. Holy moly, bejesus. Yeah, that's. I don't want to swear. I'm trying not to say fuck. Wait, I just said it. Fuck.
When his head was rammed into the weight, remember the 600 pounds of the weights. You saw the weights go rolling away. That was from the impetus of his head hitting on the weights. It cracked the eye.
The impetus, Jim Ross said.
Around his eye that contains the eye. It cracked it. He's got some
cracked the orbital socket and the orbital bone around your eyes.
Hospitalized in Greensboro. He's also seen a specialist regarding his eye, but he has had some severe injury there from the blow after he hit the weights. And we saw what happened. The weight, 600 pounds, when his face hit them, it knocked them over. So you can imagine the impact. In a few more moments, we're going to come back. We're going to see some more tape of this situation, and we're going to talk to the people involved and really.
Fans, don't go anywhere.
But right now, let's take this time out.
We are going to go to a little commercial break here on Chaos Corner 2. A World Championship Wrestling. What's coming next? You're going to flip over this. We're back to Ross and Shivani. The Road Warriors War Powers of Pain.
We're going to take a look further.
Bench press competition from 1988.
600 pounds on the bench. A man's face being driven into it, knocking the weight 600 pounds off of. They went rolling almost to the crowd, and we had security officers.
That's Eli back there. That's not Emily. That's the tuxedo. Eli hanging around today up in the basket. I got about 5 or 6 baskets all around here, and they run crazy. They're kittens. They're like kids.
They have never been in their career. You also find Paul Jones on a tremendous emotional high. Before we hear from Paul Jones, he'll be out here in a few moments with his massive team. Let's look at what happened right after the bench press challenge. And as you
All right, let's go back to the videotape. I feel like Warner Wolf. Let's go to the videotape.
Let's do it now.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands.
All right, fans, we're having technical problems here in the Vault of Chaos Corner. You know this always happens, so take a second right now to have a sip of coffee or some orange juice or, I don't know, maybe some iced tea, grab an afternoon sandwich. Just make sure that you come back here to the channel. I'm reporting on WWE, AEW, the PLEs, Dynamite on a weekly basis, Raw, SmackDown. I want you guys to be here for that. Okay, community page, and of course, over on Twitter. I'm very active. If you don't have a Twitter account, go out and get one. At Big Daddy GOC. And the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos. And check out the community page here. We're back in the Greensboro Coliseum. Hawk. Several other wrestlers, luminaries, medics, look like they're going to pick up the big 300-pound animal and try to put him on a gurney, a stretcher, if you will. Remember what just happened. Thanks for being here. Listen to the crowd, stunned silence. Now it's taken about 7 or 8 guys, medics and wrestlers alike. I can't see who's out there with Hawk. Looks like Tim Horner, maybe. The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. I'm trying to see who the other talent is. Because this is for wrestling fans. You know that, right? You, the people, the IWC. Now, at this point in my career, I'm already behind the walls, serving my 25 years, protecting you, protecting this country. I'm very proud of that. Humbled and honored. Excuse me, as they wheel Animal off with the Italian Stallion right behind him, Road Warrior Hawk, Tim Horner, might even be Barry Windham, I'm not sure, Doug Dillinger. As they take him through the crowd there at the Greensboro Coliseum. What a sight to see. Again, this is how the jam to capacity. Men, women, didn't matter what sex, what race, what religion, color, creed, culture. Everybody back then was a melting pot. Let's see, at this time, what am I don't know, 25, 26 years old. At this time, 88, 80, I think this is February of 88. Again, already behind the walls, serving the community. Already a father of one. And a year or so later, my second daughter would come along. Working in the bars, the clubs, the music entertainment industry. A lot of things, wearing a lot of hats at one time. Behind the walls was my bread and butter. Had already started my grappling training, however, so briefly with Tony Altamori and the great men down at the Quest facility. Brief. Couldn't hang back then. Had injuries, didn't tell anyone, tried to hide it. They kicked my ass. I couldn't hang. Around this time, not much longer than after this, in 88, was when I had a chance to travel with one of my law enforcement buddies, Lenny, and we were on the road with the Samoan SWAT team, Rikishi, Big Sam. Let's go to Paul Jones, the Warlord and the Barbarian. I'll get back to that story. Traveling around with WCW was a great experience.
From now on, when you see these two giants, their name is going to be Powers of Pain.
This is where you get it, history in the making, and that's why I have this video. Jones just proclaims Warlord and Barbarian to be the Powers of Pain. History right here on this channel. Take your notebooks out. That's why I play the videos and find the tapes from the Chaos Chronicles. There's Eli. So you guys are better off when you walk out of here. I say it all the time. He's probably saying, Chaos, you're too loud. Money on a ladder match? Let me know where you were in 1988.
I just saw something very, very funny. Hawk may be able to get up the ladder if he can destroy these two men. But Animal, I think he's going to have a hard time, right, Ivan?
Ivan Koloff belongs in the Hall of Fame. Koloff was the only man to ever pin Bruno Sammartino at Madison Square Garden circa 1973. Let that marinate. Okay? I'm 99% sure that Ivan Koloff was the only man to ever pin Bruno Sammartino in Madison Square Garden. Don't go Google it. Use DuckDuckGo. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Jones, you son of a bitch. That's my line.
Someone that can physically manhandle them anywhere, any place, any time. Well, let me tell you something. Never before in the history of the Road Warriors has anybody manhandled physically. And Road Warriors
He's right.
Don't know how to handle it. Well, if you people seen that tape of them laying out in Greensboro, it looked like somebody threw a hand grenade, and all of a sudden, all over everywhere, all you saw was Road Warriors and Paul Ellery. That has to be the most embarrassing.
The Powers of Pain, Warlord and Barbarian were, again, they were two guys that physically compared to the Road Warriors, jacked. I mean, unbelievable. Both at least 6'3", 6'4", maybe 6'5", and definitely 280 pound to 320 range. Let's listen to Uncle Ivan. Hall of Fame, WWE. Make it fucking happen.
He was so nervous, sweating so bad. By the time the contest was over, he had shock all over his body.
Losers! Losers! That's all they are, is losers!
Warlord and Barbarian didn't say a word, and that's why it's valuable to have a mouthpiece, as we listen to David Crockett. Or Jim Crockett. I don't know. That's important to have a mouthpiece. That's why Jones was there, and it's incredible that they had Koloff there, who wasn't great on the mic, but he was okay. The importance of having a monster, a big guy, whatever it is you want to call it, and then having that mouthpiece. If that's not important, I don't know what is. So let's see what else we have here. We're 25 minutes in, and it was to cover the bench press contest and all the controversy that happened after that. The injury, the legit injury that they turned into a storyline. That's how you do it. They took the real and made it into a storyline. And if you can do that and get away with that, that's what works. It has realism to it. And that's why I say ring psychology. Emotional investment, storytelling. You guys hear me say this all the time. Am I a little too relaxed here in the lounge? What do you guys think? Is this a much more comfortable atmosphere? I know there's not the memorabilia, the chaos footage and different things like that and stuff that I have in the back, but it's a little different. I bring you into the lounge. Who else No green screens, no graphics, no music, nothing like that. No distractions. Reality. You and me. I show you how I am, who I am, where I live, my family, my friends, my company that I work for at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. Being able to work still for Mario Mancini and Paul Roma and Paul Perez, legends in the pro wrestling industry. Do some research. So let's go on with a little hodgepodge and see what's going to happen here on NWA Worldwide NWA Championship. I know they had the Dream Match sweepstakes, NWA Box J, Keysville, New York. How about that? That's the commercial it's on for 1988. We're in the time machine here. Enjoy it. Void where prohibited. Is it too loud? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Oh, wait. Eli and Emily are rumbling in the spirit of wrestling, pro wrestling. Listen to the crowd for Chaos Corner. Okay, Faith, what'd I say, man? Lighten up. We go right into, and we might as well keep it on here, Dick Murdoch with Jim Cornette against jobber Bob Emery. Let's check it out. Cornette with the classic red jacket, and there's Dick Murdoch. Who's the referee? Teddy Long. We might as well go with a little history here. Cornette's coming over to the booth. Murdoch was double tough. Cantankerous? Cornette, that's my word, man. I don't have a trademark, but you guys get it. Listen, Corny and I are just about the same age. Murdoch was one bad son of a bitch, legit tough guy back in the day, and a partier like you wouldn't believe. Again, Teddy Long, this TV studio match here in the studios at TBS. Let's listen to Cornette. I've been to that arena, in the Baltimore Arena. What a historic, classic place. Got a chance to be in the dressing rooms and talk to guys like Ron Simmons and Butch Reed and Jack Victory and Freebird Michael Hayes. And I saw Luger and Sting, although we didn't talk. Also, being able to talk to the Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, and Rikishi, Big Sam Anoa'i, the Samoan SWAT team, during their run, their war in '88. Go check it out on YouTube. And Murdoch is just abusing Emery here. Hitting him with a 2x4, slamming him on a concrete floor, into the ring post. And you could hear Cornette. Yes, I listened to his show. Yes. I find it enjoyable until he starts to talk about the real world. A guy who casts a lot of judgment, throws a lot of stones, and from the stuff that we know about him, he probably should look in the mirror, as we all should. No? And there it is, Cornette with the victory. I mean, Murdoch with the victory. Him and Cornette shaking hands, and that classic red jacket. We're about 28 minutes in. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back with some more material here on the channel. It's what we do. We're here almost every day. And go back and check out that bench press contest between the Road Warriors and the Powers of Pain. Unbelievable for the time. Remember the time frame of 1988. I'll say that to say this. In the lounge, because I tell it like it is, what am I going to go to next? What do you want to talk about? Don't you dare miss it.